There are two brand new AI website builders that can build WordPress sites for you. The first one's going to feel very familiar, and the second one you haven't seen before. If you're a web creator for profession, it's going to knock your socks off. Here's the first one right here. I'll click where it says try new AI builder. This is going to feel familiar, but it's greatly enhanced with languages, custom options for images. It's really, really special. But let me show you the second option, and that's going to be right here. The way it starts is you pop in the business name and a description for the business, and this is going to follow the traditional web creator workflow where you build a sitemap and then you create wireframes and then you build the WordPress site, but you're going to be able to do all this in minutes. So I've already popped in a business name and a description. I'll click on generate sitemap. And so now the AI is going to get to work to determine what are the pages that should be on this website, but you're not limited to that. So here are the pages, and it actually nails it every time, but you can edit these pages, remove them, and add new pages. Now, what you saw though is it also will use AI to generate an outline of the content that should be on each of these pages. And by default, it popped out the content it thinks should be on the home page. And here is where the first bit of magic happens. You can click right here where it says wireframes, and it is going to build a wireframe with real text for this business based upon the description you gave it. And it's right here. And this as well is completely editable. You can click on any of these and change the design if you want. It's very powerful. And then the grand finale is you can click one button and the website will actually be created. These are amazing tools designed to help you accomplish your task faster, not replace you, especially with the second option I showed you there. It's still going to need to be having a design touches, the colors, the topography, adding the images. All that is still very much needed, but it's designed to speed up your process of building and delivering website projects. So now let's take a look at both of these in a bit more detail. So for the first AI website builder, if you want to follow along in this video, visit try.new. And when you visit that URL, a brand new WordPress website is going to be created for you. And here it is. Here's the one that was created for me. This will expire in 30 minutes. So it's great for testing things, and you can test anything this way. All right, so I'm going to go to plugins and I'm going to add a new plugin. I'm going to search for a plugin called Starter Templates. This right here is the one you are looking for, and I will click on Install Now, and then we'll go ahead and activate this. Then head over to Appearance. There's going to be this option here that says Starter Templates, and it's going to take you straight on into the builder. So I'm going to click right here where it says Try the new AI builder, and it's going to take you to this screen. Now, there's no cost. You can make these websites, but it does require connecting into the AI provider, which is ZipWP. They're the ones making this, and the other AI website builder. So you're going to have to click right here where it says, let's get started for free. It's very quick and easy to make a quick account, no cost. I'm already logged into my account, so I can click on continue, and it's just going to link it for me. Great. And now I just have to go through these 6 steps. And it all starts with a name for the website. And then what you'll want to do is go here where it says this website is for, and choose kind of the category of what the business is. So I'm making a website for Jane's Yoga Studio, and I'm going to choose right here where it says yoga. And you also can choose the language that you want the website to be built in. So it's not just limited to English. I'll click on continue. Here you want to enter a brief description. You really want to follow the WWW framework. You want to basically add who you are, what you offer, and where you offer it. www. It's super easy to remember. And then we're going to click on this option here to improve it. And it doesn't need to be complicated. I just wrote, we're a yoga studio in Santa Monica, founded 10 years ago. We offer many yoga classes, including hot yoga, and our studio is in Santa Monica. I'll click improve with AI. It's just going to take this and improve it. And you'll want to verify, read through that, and make any edits that you want. I'll click on continue. And this is the step where you enter the business information as well as the social media profiles. This makes it so convenient to add your Google My Business, your Yelp, these different social media networks that you might be a part of, as well as your email, phone number, and address. And this is going to go to fill out the contact form and the About Us page and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to skip this step for this video. And here's a step where you're going to want to select some images. But if you click right here where it says selected images, there's an option to upload your own images. So if you're building this for a client and they haven't provided any images and you don't want to select some images, you can just put some placeholder images right here and it will use those for the generated website. But I'm going to go ahead and choose some images. Now, keep in mind, there's also a search area here at the top where you can search for different types of images that you want. So I'll go ahead and select about 15 images. That's typically what you'd want to choose. Okay, here's the images that I selected. There's such a great variety of them. I'll click on continue. Now, this is a really cool step because we're going to get to see a preview of the websites that I can just choose from. And there are targeted ones for the niche, in this case, a yoga studio, and there's some multi-purpose designs, but you can tell these look pretty good. And you can see they're already showing some of the generated text that has been written for this business based upon the description that I gave it. So you can also right here search for different terms and have designs that are targeting different niches, but I'm really happy with this one right here. Now, when you click on it, it's going to show it like how it's actually going to be built. And so you can scroll through and decide if you like it or not, and you can read some of the text. But over here on the top left, you can add your logo, not your logo, change the colors. You can change the fonts and kind of play around with it a little bit to get what you want. And then when you're done, you can click on, one more thing down here, you can also see responsive previews. So here's what it's going to look like on a mobile device. It looks great. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on continue. And this last step, you can add capabilities to the site. So if you want to add a video player, or some automations for maybe the contact form or some payment forms, live chat, you can add all of those and then click on start building. This process takes about 30 to 60 seconds or so, and you're going to have yourself a complete website. We'll take a look at it in a sec. All right, it says, woohoo, website is ready. Let's click here to see the website and see how it came out. And this is great. Now you can easily change the images, easily change any of the text, add to the text, whatever your preference is. But you got to admit, this is quite a nice website. I'd probably maybe change this image right here. But everything else is looking pretty good to me. And it's listing out the different types of yoga, exactly what I would have wanted it to do. If I would have entered the phone number, this would have had the phone number I entered. So there's very little work to do when you're done. But I think the design is fantastic. And this is just WordPress. You can easily point and click, edit anything that you want. To demonstrate this on any page, you can click where it says edit page, and it's going to take you right on into the page editing experience. First time I've logged in, so it's showing me this, and everything is point and click. You can point, click, start typing something different. Also with the images, if I want to replace this, I can literally just click on it, click on replace, open media library. Let's see the media library options we have. There's also all these free images right here. You can just search yoga or whatever. I'll just choose one of these different images like that. How about that? And click on select, and I've already got that other image in there. Click on update, and you have a full customized website. You'll just want to go through everything, read all the different bits of text, and edit anything, and you would be all set. Now that's going to create a 4 or 5 page website that has everything kind of that you need, but you can always add different pages. But what if you're a professional web creator and the projects that you're taking on, you need to build more pages? It's bigger projects, bigger sites that might have 10, 15, 20 pages, and you need to have more custom granular control. That is where the new website builder built on a sitemap and then wireframe and then website comes into play. Now, this is not released yet. It will be out in April, and it might just be a few days. It might be 1 week or so. And this is available. Unlike what I just showed you, which is free and there's no charge, this actually does have a charge to it because it's going to require a paid plan. And that's because this costs about 10 times more than the other AI website builder because it's a lot more involved. There's a lot of custom models involved and it's a lot more expensive. Let's pick up where we left off. So we had built this sitemap, and what happened was we have these pages that were built as well. Now, let me show you how this canvas works, how to get the best results. So over here on the top left, you can zoom in like this. And if you have a trackpad, you can pinch to zoom as well. And then you can go like this, click and hold to move things around. And if you want to see everything, you can just click on this option right here on the top left there, and it will show you everything that's inside of the canvas. So you have these kind of controls to control how you're viewing it. So what happened was the sitemap was built, and the homepage had this outline of content that was generated. And this is the different content sections that the AI felt should be on the homepage, and then a brief description for each of them. And this will be used to actually generate the content for these particular sections. And when I go to wireframes, it will build out the wireframe for as many pages that actually have the outline created for it. So since I only have the outline so far for the home page, it's only showing me the wireframe for the home page. And there's a reason why you want to do it the first couple of pages by itself first. And that's because the wireframe builder is going to learn from prior design selections. I'll give you an example of that. So when I scroll down here, there's this section here for testimonials, and I might not like that design, and I might prefer a different one. And here's the design for the call to action, and I might not like that. And other pages that will have testimonials and a call to action, we're going to want a consistent design. So if I set a design here, the next page that gets generated will use a similar design or the same design. So I'm going to click on the testimonial design here, and it's going to pull out the layout selector. And I can hover over any of these to just kind of get an idea of what it looks like inside of the layout. And I personally like this one with the review stars and everything like that. So I'm going to click on this. And when you make a change in the design, all the content will be written for it as soon as you click on it. So that's why it's going to just take a sec to generate that out. And then for the call to action, I don't know if I like that either. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to pull up our call to action designs over here in this panel. And I can choose whichever one I think is a better fit for this business. So I am going to go with one. Let's see. I think I like this right here. Let's see all the options. Okay, I will actually choose this one. So now the call to action has been chosen, as well as the customer testimonials. So on my next page, you're going to see it's going to use the same. Okay, and you can add, edit, whatever you want in these content sections. If I want to choose a different design, if I want to insert some additional content, you can do that easily as well. And I'll show you that in a moment. All right, let's go back to the sitemap. So right here, I suggest you generate a single page and then go verify the design and set some of your preferred page title areas and stuff like that. But there is this button here that says generate empty pages. I do not recommend that you click on that just yet. So I'm going to click on the services page and I'll click on generate, and you can see now the AI is getting to work trying to figure out what bits of content should be on the services page based upon the business description that was entered. And so if I am looking at this here, let's go ahead and zoom in. I'm looking at this. If I think something's out of order, or if it's missing something, I can just literally click on this plus, and I have a list here of different section types. I can add a section in and guide the AI on what that section needs to be about, and it's going to build it into the wireframe. Okay, so now let's go and take a look at the design for the services page. So this is where it's important to generate a page first and make some choices based upon it. So if I am to now create a second page, it's going to use this same page header. Just like when I scroll down, you'll see it used the same testimonial design that I chose, and it used the same call to action design that I previously chose. So each of your child pages will now use this as the header design, but I can click on it and I can choose a different page title area. All right, now for each of these sections as well, you can see the background is white. Now, when I make this into a website, it's going to be white and I can change it there. Or if I actually want it, I can change it here. So I can click on any of these sections, and then there's a color chooser here. So if I wanted to make it be a different color, I can just change the color right here. You saw I chose a darker color and it changed it to that. And this will correspond with the color palette once you've created the website. Let me go back to the white color palette. All right. And now I'm going to go back to the sitemap, and let's just go ahead and build out all of these pages. I'm going to click right here where it says generate empty pages, and you're going to see it's going to put the outlines for all these pages. Now, I kind of skipped over it, but you could remove a page that doesn't make sense for the business, and you can add as many pages that you know need to be inside of this website project. Also, what's really neat is underneath services here, you can see it added to more SEO targeted pages, one towards residential landscape design and one towards commercial landscape design. So if you don't want this, you can literally go right here and just delete out the page. It's entirely up to you. So now what you'd want to do is just go over the content outline for each of these pages and make sure it's what you want in the actual website. And that's where the professionalism and experience come in to get this all set up right. So now I'll go ahead and just build out the wireframe for this entire website. I'm going to click on wireframe and I'll click this button. It kind of zooms out and you can see it's instantly building the entire wireframe for the entire website. Now, ask yourself, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8-page website. How long would this take to put the design together, put the content together for an 8-page website? I'm sure it would take quite a bit of time, but you can see it's all happening right now before your eyes. So you can zoom in here, and what you'd want to do is zoom in and verify everything in here. You like the design of the section, you like the content, it's not missing any content sections that you wanted to add to this design. So now's where the magic happens again. And that's by clicking this button that says create website. And then I'm going to click this button that says start building. And this entire 8-page website is going to be built for you. And what your job is to do then is to add your design touches to it, to choose your typography, to choose a color palette, to add your images, and to truly make this a unique website. So I'm going to click this button and it's going to pop me right on into this right here where I can start changing some things really quickly. So if I already have a color palette or I want to try one of these color palettes here, I can just click around and choose what I want. So I might go with this green right here. and you can add your logo. You can start playing around with the typography, and this changes, of course, site-wide. You're probably already familiar with this. And let's see, let's choose something. I like that. And you can see it applies everywhere. And there it is. And so I'll click on save. And this is literally just WordPress. You can hop into the customizer, start customizing the color palette, and then it changes everywhere. The typography, the button style, everything, and it happens everywhere. And everything's been built. Actually, I probably would maybe change the order of these menus here. But even our service pages are there. It's the sub menu is there. Everything is there and ready to go. And it all just looks great. I mean, look at this. The testimonials look great. We have contact forms. We have our call to action down here. It really, at this point, just needs the special designer touches that you can bring to this project. Now, both of these AI website builders are powered by ZipWP, ZipWP.com. The first one I showed you is free. You already made a free account if you followed along. And you can make a free account and start making those websites for free. And if you want to make these custom websites like this that are going to be more involved and they're going to require more pages and more custom pages, then the new sitemap builder, a custom AI website builder, is probably for you. But like I said, that is on a paid plan. So you'll want to come here and take a look at the pricing, jump on a plan that includes that. And it should probably be out in a week or so. Now, when it does get released, it's going to be having an alpha status because there's probably some bugs you might run into, and it hasn't had heavy load on using it. And there's probably some additional work that needs to be done, such as expanding the section designs that are available. The writing is really solid. The designs there are good. It just needs to grow for more advanced designs, such as overlapping images, different designs involving CSS grid. All those things will be coming to it. And I think this has the power to really save web creators a ton of time and deliver projects so much faster with less effort, because everything I showed you was not technical. It is just a matter of choosing a section category and putting in some natural English words or natural language words to say what the purpose is for that section. It doesn't require expertise at that point. Obviously, the next point it does, right? Designing it, you need to know typography, colors, all that kind of stuff, the finishing touches that only you can do. But it's very powerful, and it's going to end up being a huge time saver for professional web agencies. It's pretty exciting stuff. So what do you think about these AI website building tools? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. And hey, take a moment to click on that subscribe button. You probably just saw it glow. We'd love to have you be a part of this channel and the community that we're building here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.